Hi everyone, I'm Sandy. I'm from Singapore and I'm also a mature student. I'm currently 34 years old and I'll be graduating when I'm 35. Before I came to Keele, I was a home economics and food and nutrition teacher in a secondary school in Singapore for about 8 years. I've also worked in England for about 2 years as a pensions administrator in the West Sussex County Council. Why I came back to university? Well, I've been trying to get out of teaching to find other jobs, but when you're much older, you find that the job market is really competitive. Most employers want to take on someone younger. And if you haven't got an up-to-date qualification, you find that there's a lot of challenges trying to get to where you want. So in the end, I decided that coming back to university was my best option in getting a new career path. And I chose Keele. It was one of my 5 choices. And Keele basically has one of the most affordable competitive tuition fees that most universities in England have, as well as the living standards in Staffordshire is actually a lot more affordable in a society where prices are going sky high every year for students who tend to be quite poor. Challenges I faced along the way when I decided I wanted to resign from teaching and go back to university, especially overseas. And there were only 3 people supportive of it, my mother and father, mainly because none of them finished school, so they recognized the importance of education. And a very good friend. My own best friends and my sister were not actually supportive of it because they felt that I had a secure job and they did not understand why I was not satisfied with it in that sense. But now they are. Actually, a lot of them didn't think I would pass my exams or do well at all, and they're quite taken aback that you can still do well in school even if you're older. I'm currently doing management course. My special pathway is the international business, and I'm finding it really interesting because, well, I've worked in many different jobs other than my 2 full-time jobs, and it's interesting to understand how people manage their employees, to see it from the backstage in a sense, like what's happening behind the screen. And I love the teaching staff here. Most of them are really, really good, and they give a very critical study on the topics and modules that we get. So, and the tutorials are really useful. I'm really just actually really enjoying university. Positives about being a mature student. I've got to say that for mature students, the connecting trait is not our age, but the fact that unlike younger students where they go into university because it's a rite of passage, we're actually here deliberately, consciously, because we've chosen to do so, and we've chosen the specific modules we want to do it. So the positives of being a mature student is that we are choosing to do something that we are passionate about to actually better our future, and that we are also more organized. So a lot of the mature students I've talked to, well, we've learned from experience how to organize our time, and so how to prioritize the studies with our personal life and other activities. I have found integrating with younger students very easy, but I think that would differ according to individual personalities. But I enjoyed it because they tell me what's relevant now in the society, social media, whatever. I didn't even start twittering till I was, or do you call it tweeting, until I was in Keele. So pin interest, I only started that while I'm in Keele. So things like that, it makes you more relevant, because going back to school is not about getting knowledge, it's also about integrating back into the modern society that has changed since you last went to school. Tips for mature students, I would say join Mask, talk to other mature students, meet other mature students, but also more importantly, still meet the younger students as well. That's really important. That's all for now. Thank you.